Hello, hello. Ratty Reacts here. I figured I'd do a live reaction stream tonight, so if you have any suggestions or anything, just let me know. I didn't really have anything planned. If there are no suggestions, I'll probably just start going through my reaction list. This is giving me CHVRCHES 2 vibes. Kinda sounded like a little bit of aha in there. Da 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 da. Okay, yeah, so far this one's sounding definitely 80s. Let me actually, I want to double check when this came out, because that's definitely what it sounds like, 80s. I don't want to be super wrong on that one. Yep, 87. Okay, so that definitely fits in that time period. I'm not surprised by that at all. So yeah, but yeah, elaborating on the CHVRCHES 2 reference that I'm making, that was a N64 game. In the beginning of this song, there's like the way that they have the songs in CHVRCHES 2 sound, like the way that they make them really sounds similar to this. I don't know how to describe it exactly. I feel like it's just something you'd have to play the game to really understand. There's another song this actually makes me think of too. It's something about like Tarzan or something. It's like, oh whoa 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 whoa, da 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 da. I can't think of the song name off the top of my head, but I know it's something I keep in my playlist. I just haven't heard it in a long time. I don't know. Let me know if you know what that song is. if you can decipher my my kind of crappy singing right there. Get back to it. I wonder who's the other singer on this. Because I don't see a feature. That's an interesting sound. Sorry, I'm looking over here a lot to make sure that my stream stays up, since it just got taken down. Okay, that one wasn't too bad. It's not quite down my lane. It's definitely... It sounds like it'd be something that definitely would hit back in the day. I don't know if this was a major song or not. Let me check the numbers. 91 million listens. Okay, never mind. It probably was a pretty big hit at the time. Yeah, I've never heard of this one before. I haven't even heard of Sandra before, as far as I know. Yeah, I don't have any songs of hers on my playlist. So that's definitely an interesting song to hear, considering it was so big at the time, obviously. Yeah, to me, it's a little too repetitive. It doesn't quite hook me in, reel me in, or anything. It's just not quite for me. But yeah, who is Maria Magdalena? I that's like a major part of the song. I have no idea who that is, if it's a real person. I assume it is. Okay, let's see how this one goes. This sounds like a song already. I don't know how familiar that's sounding, but this guitar is, or whatever this is definitely the same sound that they use in that other song. What if this is that song? That'd be really funny. I had a teacher, and their favorite band was Deep Purple. He was a great teacher. This is giving me Foreigner feels. I like quite a few songs from Foreigner, and I think they're around the same time period, give or take. The two bands are. But I've listened to a lot of classic rock and rock from this era, so it's not surprising that I can think of other bands that sound like this. Yeah, and right now that's all that's going through my head is the Foreigner songs that I know, because that's just kind of what this sounds like to me. Also kind of sounds like Black Sabbath. No surprise there either. I really like that, whatever they're doing right now. That's a different sound for this song. Oh, back to this. Yeah, I really like this part of the song. I feel like this part has to go hard in a concert. Yeah, so far I'm liking this one. It seems like it's a good kind of like song to vibe with. This is a song I wouldn't pick this out of a group of songs and want to listen to it, but it would be great in a playlist of other similar sounding rock songs, if you know what I'm talking about. Because it's, like I said, it's definitely a good vibe song. Like, you can be like, if you're doing something else or like hanging out with people, or you're just kind of just like listening to music in like a playlist of songs, I feel like this would be a good one to throw into that rock playlist of other songs that are similar to this as well. Oh, the song is gonna fade out like this? That's cool. Best part of the song is like a good chunk of it. At least my best part of the song. Okay, all that's just blank space. Not the Taylor Swift song though. It's just a bunch of empty sound, nothing there. Okay, yeah, I think this is a pretty good song. Something again I wouldn't just like sit around and pick out to listen to specifically, but again, I'd love to hear it in a playlist of other similar songs. I think it fits perfectly in there, and I would enjoy when it comes on for sure. Okay. Definitely seems to be more versatility here too. What an interesting beat. This one's a lot different. Does he fly in your heart when he kisses your neck? No scientist or biology, it's obvious when he's holding me. It's only natural that I'm so affected. Oh, and my heart won't beat again if I can't feel him in my veins. No need to question, I already know. It's in his DNA. It's in his DNA, and he just takes my breath away. Breath away. This chorus hits hard. And that's what makes a man not hard to understand. Perfect in every way, I see it in his face. Nothing more to say. It's in his DNA. Okay, yeah, we're off to a great start with this one too. This one kind of reminds me of like Rihanna. Maybe there's like a couple other artists that kind of sound like Rihanna that this is also like kind of bouncing off of in my head. Let's see. By the way, I think it's so cool. You're very tasty music. That's amazing. I'm a huge ABBA fan, and it's my musical preference. But I also listen to many types of music. Well, I appreciate you saying that. I do try to listen to as much music as I can. I like to have this. I like to listen to as much music as I can because that's just more stuff for me to like. So the more that I listen to, the more I get to enjoy, and I feel like that's just better for me to be happier. Really, I've not to brag or anything, but I got like 9,000 songs on my Spotify playlist. I've been racking up music that I like over the years, just because I don't want to get bored with music, and I like to listen to new stuff. ABBA is amazing also. That is what gravitated me to this channel. Well, I'm glad that you're here, Kevin. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. It's the blue in his eyes that helps me see the future. Fingerprints that leave me covered for days. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I like that. And he first agree, but I know what he does to me. No need to work it out, it's so familiar. Oh, and my heart won't beat again if I can't feel him in my veins. No need to question, I already know. It's in his DNA. Again, that chorus hits hard. Oh. My lips, our energy connects. It's simple genetics. I'm the DNA was more or less when I discovered Little Mix, and I remember the song sounded very fresh at the time. When did this one come out? This is a lyric video, so this might be right. 10 years ago? Okay, yeah, that could be wrong. I guess I can check really quick when I add it to my playlist anyways. Because I'm definitely adding it, there's no doubt in my mind. 2012? Oh, okay, so it was about 10, 11 years ago. Okay. Yeah, it definitely sounds like it's from about that time period, so that makes sense. I'll go back to the start of this bridge.
Contaminates my lips, our energy connects. It's simple genetics. I'm the X to his Y. It's the color of his eyes. He can do no wrong. No, he don't need to try.
Those are kind of bars right there. Where it's the X and the Y, it's the color of his eyes. I don't know. That to me, those are just like solid bars right there.
Color of his eyes, he can do no wrong. No, he don't need to try. Made from the best, he passes all the tests. Got my heart beating fast, it's cardiac arrest. He's from a different strain, the science can't explain. I guess it's how it's made, and it's just the DNA.
Kind of like choir aesthetic now. I mention this a lot, but I love choirs in music. Okay, yeah, definitely another great song by them. This one, again, they're showing off their versatility. Granted, this one's older, so it's like they obviously evolved from this one into their newer stuff, and I think there definitely is, like, you can hear the evolution in their music, especially because I feel like they're changing their music enough with the time, and then through all these different genres to really just stay fresh. Yeah, it's definitely a good one. I'm curious, do you have a top 3 favorite artists, bands? It's really hard for me to put together a top 3. If I had to choose a top 3, it might be Jon Bellion, 21 Pilots, and probably NF, maybe. I don't know. I've been listening to more and more artists over the year. It's so hard for me to put in a top 3 because there's also people like AWOL Nation I really like. I really like Noah Kahan. He's really good. Max Frost. I mean, there's endless bands. Bon Iver's been a big one for me recently, so is Chaos. I'm kind of loading you guys with a bunch of names that you probably don't recognize, but I do really like NF, Jon Bellion, and 21 Pilots. They're probably my top 3. I've listened to them countless times. I have quite the list. It's hard to just pick 3.
Take off all my makeup, cause I love what's under it. Rub off all your words, don't give up, I'm over it. Jigala this way, yeah, you know I love all of this. Finally love me naked, sexy is
this
when
part's
I'm
pretty stripped
coming.
back.
Say I am pretty, well I say I'm beautiful, it's my committee. Say we too provocative, still look at me. Come from my girls, you blind. Daily me red, mañana noche. I don't know you nothing. Now I don't give a not anymore. If you got little boobs,
Okay.
If you got a big ass grab it. If you got no big rugged, push your life, go get it if you want it. Up in the mirror like oh yeah, loving my figure like oh yeah.
A little bit of a siren in the background.
Like oh yeah, swear it make it live like ah. Take off all my makeup, cause I love what's
This feels like a club song.
Rub off all your words, don't give up, I'm over it. Jiggle all this way, yeah, you know I love all of this. Finally love me naked, sexiest when I'm confident. I ain't scared anymore, my body out of control. Baby, I know what you love.
Okay. All right, yeah. So far, I'm liking this one a lot too. I like how it's stripped back, where they're just like whoever the lead singer is on this one, because they seem to be kind of rotating off who's leading the songs, if I'm not mistaken. It's she's definitely singing it like the way that she's singing it without like a lot of instruments in the background. It's definitely different, and I feel like it really shows what's the word? I don't know, displays her voice really well. And I like how it kind of like picks up and then strips back down again.
Love when you wanna. Don't give a damn, it's a man or a woman. Wanna talk about color? It's the skin that I'm in, yeah, I get from my mama. I'm a woman, don't test me. Baby, I'm growing, my stretchers are sexy. I don't know you nothing. Nah, I don't give a, nah, not anymore. If you got little boobs, love it. If you got a big ass, grab it. If you got long, big rocket.
It's kind of got an acapella sound too.
Take off all my makeup, cause I love what's under it. Rub off all your words, don't give up. I'm over it. Jigala this way, yeah, you know I love.
They've got a lot of thumpiness to their music too.
Confident. I ain't scared anymore. My body out of control. Baby, I know that you love. I don't want my heart. Gotta do what you want. If they love it or they don't. I know you already fall.
First of all, you gotta love who you are. Don't
is this CHVRCHES?
you apart. HBIC, I'm had Benji in charge. I'm ready and I got 100 bars. I don't care if you got 100 cars. I don't care if you got 100 mil. Cause even if you had 100 deals, that money won't buy you a confidence will. Skirt, pull it with the drip. Got juice, take a sip. I'm so serious. Little mix in the mix, period. Still a cover girl, even with no makeup. Live your best life, even with your A cups. I ain't gotta act, I just gotta be me. Put me on the track, I'ma ride like Kiki.
Take off.
Okay, that first went crazy. CHVRCHES got some bars. Let's see. Listen to Death Grips. Okay, give me a song to react to and I'll do it. There are some acapella moments. Certainly there are. I know you saw. You're right, I did see. I just was getting through that part of the song first. Thanks for stopping by the way.
For my makeup, cause I love what's under it. Rub off all your words, don't give up. I'm over it. Jiggle all this way, yeah, you know I love all of this. Finally, love me naked, sexiest when I'm confident. Take off all my makeup, cause I love what's under it. Rub off all your words, don't give up. I'm over it. Jiggle all this way, yeah, you know I love all of this. Finally, love me naked, sexiest when I strip.
Okay, yeah. Again, that one's going on the playlist too. No surprise there. I've liked all the music so far from them. Quite a bit going on in that song. Again, there's the acapella bits. They were literally stripping back the music through a lot of the song. There wasn't like a whole lot of stuff going on in the background, instrumental-wise. It was definitely a good song. And then, again, CHVRCHES went hard with her verse. Very good. So I've heard some Death Grips already. I know they're a pretty out there band. They're pretty abrasive, so heads up to my other viewers who might not have heard of them before. They're pretty hit or miss with me. Yeah, this is definitely different. This is on the unreleased album. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely sounding like Death Grips, but I actually do like this one. This is definitely a pretty good song. Again, Death Grips is pretty hit or miss with me, but so far I'm liking it quite a bit. This is on the unreleased album. Oh, this is on their unreleased album. Okay. So it's probably gonna be more difficult for me to get on my Spotify playlist then, but I'll definitely want to listen to more of this album.
Shit inspired by all that has come before this and was done for the real ones. Packing real guns loaded with power. Shower the slums with power from the war marching drums that have come to the
I like whatever that sound was. And then this part is going crazy. I don't know what that is. Just a bunch of samples, I guess.
You think I know?
Get my feeling and get shaky.
It's the love.
They tell you must take it.
You think I know?
Get my feeling and get shaky.
It's the love.
They tell you must take it.
You think I know?
Get my feeling and get shaky.
It's the love.
They tell you must take it. You think I know? Get my feeling and get shaky. It's the love. Lord of the game. Want to reign above all that you
There's the title of the song.
when it's game, even close to the train of thought, we drop by through drum bombs from the tower, which we maintain like soldiers of fame and fortune denied us to get by without the bullshit coming at me from all sides. No one to run, no one to hide. Told me it was all good, but they lied. No one to see, watching their eyes. Can't there everyone who does not recognize the ones that have done, they can die.
Okay, I'm surprised this is unreleased. Is it unreleased because it got leaked or something, or was there like an issue with labels? I wonder why.
It was a nerve like I said before. Here's someone knocking at my front door. Who could it be? Should I ignore the knocking or see what could be in store for me if I leave the safety of the shore? So many options, so little time to do what I want for the end of the line. Places is played in the small of my spine. Is it paranoia?
Is it real?
How long can a man enjoy what he doesn't feel?
This one's not as abrasive as their other music either, at least to me.
When they tell you you must take it,
You think I know?
get my feeling and get shaky.
It's the love. It's the love. It's the love.
I wish I could tell what they were ever saying, but I never can.
Don't waste my time even one more time when you know that shit is whack. Don't make me remind you of the last time you said you'd never go back. Fuck where you're from, fuck where you go, and it's all about where you're at.
Okay. Oh. Okay, that's probably a like an intro to the next song, basically. Yeah, I really liked that one. I was surprised. I liked it as much as I did. Definitely pretty good.
It must be my skin. I can't think of any other reason I win. I can't think of an
Look at the production on this
explanation.
one.
It can't be the years of work I put in. It can't be the way that I stuck with the same friends. It can't be the swag I got when I walk in. It can't be. It can't be the way I treat people or how I make time to see people and make sure that they feel like we equals. It can't be the smile. It can't be the eye contact with these crowds. It can't be my pen. It can't be these verses that make people feel like I'm talking to them. It can't be the homage I paid. Nights when I could have left the studio early, but I stayed. It can't be the tone of my voice. It can't be the thought I put into every choice. It can't be the Jeep instead of the Rolls Royce. It can't be the downtime with my boys. It can't be the Tribe and the Biggie and the Nas, the Outkast and the Missy and my iPod. It can't be the absence of any facade. It can't be the worldwide hometown pride.
Okay, I'm actually liking this one a little more than what I was expecting. I haven't been a huge Jack Harlow fan, so this one's definitely different for me.
So I guess it must be my skin. I can't think of any other reason I win. I can't think of an explanation. It can't be the years of work I put in. It can't be the way that I stuck with the same friends. It can't be the swag I got when I walk in. It can't be. It can't be some understanding or branding, or maybe that I'm outstanding, or all the South American fans that meet me at the airport upon landing. It can't be my aunties and grannies and every other woman in my family that raised me to be upstanding. It can't be that I simply make air candy, especially when the industry could just plant me, especially when I didn't grow up on brandy, especially when I'm having dinner in Frankfurt with Andy. It can't be a bit of good karma. It can't be the way they all say that he's a charmer. It can't be the lack of chinks in my armor. It can't be the poise when them boys try to harm us. It can't be that we built something to be a part of. It can't be the way that every beat gets barred up. So I guess It must be my skin. I can't think of any other reason I win. I can't think of an explanation. It can't be the years of work I put in. It can't be the way that I stuck with the same friends. It can't be the swag I got when I walk in. It can't be.
Maybe I would like his new album more because I listened to one of his older albums, or maybe it was just like singles or something, and I was not a fan. But this one's definitely a little bit better. Yeah, overall though, that was a pretty decent song. I don't know if it'll be something that I continue to listen to, but it's definitely a lot better than other stuff that I had heard from him than previously didn't like. His new project is definitely a step up. Okay, yeah, I'll have to give it a listen at some point. Lies, it's one of my favorite songs ever. Well, I'm glad I get to react to it then. I'm liking whatever that sound is. Actually, just all the sounds. Okay. Okay, yeah, definitely a unique sounding song. I can kind of tell like how it sounds like the other song I know. Yeah, The Mother We Share. A lot of people know that song, and that's definitely one of the ones I know. Let me see if I know any of the other songs. Actually, that might be the only one. Yeah, I can definitely see the similarities with that song and this song, but it's definitely in its own lane. It's not the same. And it's definitely, like you said, 80s synth pop sounding. Yeah, I definitely can hear that. Which is perfect because I actually mentioned this in one of my other videos, I think, but I've been really into these like electronic 80s synth, a bunch of like synth futuristic music recently. This is right down my lane right now, especially now more than ever. Title of the song. I like how she sings that part. Okay, before I get to that crazy sounding part, let me check this really quick. Play Tron. Ooh, you got me with that one. I love the Tron soundtrack. I will play I'll play my favorite song from that, or from the Tron movie. Actually, it's a remix from that. I will gladly listen to that. I really like that soundtrack. One of my favorites. I actually just bought a vinyl for that. Very excited to get it. Get back to the start of whatever crazy thing is about to happen. Okay. This is a really, really good bridge. Perfect for this song. I could definitely see this in Cyberpunk, the game. 2077, I think. how like heavy this synth sound is. I'd actually love to listen to this one in the car later down the line. Okay. Yeah, again, another great song. You've been kind of putting out bangers for me to listen to tonight. Let me add this one. Oh, wait, no, I already did add this one to my playlist. I kind of forgot I did that. Oh, this is sounding pretty eerie. Okay. Alkaline or summoning? Okay, good thing I chose this one then. I like the way he sings that. Is that a female singer or was that him? Okay, yeah, I'm definitely liking this so far. This is another... I have a playlist that I like to listen to that's like just like all like heavier rock songs. This one will definitely fit pretty well in that one. I like to listen to those ones. Either I'm in the mood to listen to a lot of like heavy rock, or like I'm working out or something, and I love to just like put all these into a playlist and crank them out. Kind of reminds me of like I Prevail. A little bit of like a whisper growl. Oh, that took a turn. I was not expecting that. That was a male? That was a guy singing that? That's crazy. Oh my god. You can hit those notes. There we go. A little bit of screaming. I love when they mix like the screaming and growling with like a regular singing voice. Okay, sounds like it's about to break down a little bit. I wanted to say this before I forget. This I know this had to have gone crazy in concert. That is, I assume that they played this song since it's their top song, and that is awesome. You got to see them live, because I know that has to go crazy. Another turn? Didn't think it's going this direction either. Back to kind of that eerie feeling. I'm loving this. Okay. This is kind of hitting that synthwave scratch for me. This is a pretty good chunk of the song, and I'm not complaining. Oh my god. It's still switched up. Wow, the best part. Yeah, definitely. 1,000 miles. You drove 1,000 miles to see that? Wasn't disappointed. Bloodsport is good too. Genre is tricky to pin down. Sexy heavy metal synth. Yeah, it's sounding a lot like there's this synth futuristic band called Health. I know they had a song or two on Cyberpunk 2077 as well. And they sound pretty, at least, I don't know if they actually sound similar, but they're kind of giving me similar feelings. The artists that can really switch up their songs, like mid-song like this, tend to be some of my favorites. That's why I like NF, John Bellion, 21 Pilots, bands like that. They tend to switch up the sound of their song mid-song. Not that this sounds like them, but it's the same thing going on, where like the song switches mid-song. It's like, I don't know, it's like an amalgamation of songs, and it's working so well. Oh, is it over? Damn. I felt like I could have kept on going for a couple more minutes, to be honest. And I still wouldn't have gotten tired of it. That one was crazy. That was 6.5 minutes. It did not feel like that. This is probably by far my favorite, like, Tron song. Honestly, this might be one of my top 100 songs. I haven't listened to this one a lot. So I'm glad you also like Tron. I love Daft Punk. I love M83. Mind blown. I really like how heavy the synths are on this one, with how light M83's voice is in this one too, like on top of that. And then the way that it builds up and then it drops back down, and then it builds up and then it drops back down. Let's get back to it. And then it gets really heavy here. This is sharp. Oh, and I love when that part comes in, whatever that is. I'm gonna pause it now, so then I don't have to pause it in my favorite part of the song, but when my favorite part of the song hits, it gives me goosebumps every time. Every time I hear it, I get actual goosebumps. I love to listen to this one in the car so much. There it is. Yo, it's starting. Goosebumps. It's like there's bugs crawling on my skin. In a good way. Oh, I love those drums. This great outro. Man, I love how like the actual song fades with like this synth going over it. It's almost like the arcade machine that Tron's in is like slowly breaking as the song finishes. I don't know, fantastic song. It's definitely one of my favorites. What's the name of this song? I need to put it on my playlist. Oh my god. Wow, what's going on? This is so effing good. That's what I'm telling you. I love this song. It's Fall. The song is called Fall. There's the original version, but this is the remix with M83 and Big Black Delta. I haven't heard anything else with Big Black Delta, but I do really like M83, and again, I really do love Daft Punk, which I think I forgot to mention. This is a Daft Punk song. They did all of the original songs on Tron, which I do recommend Tron if you have not seen that movie. Very good. And also there's like more remixes of the songs from that soundtrack. A lot of them are also good.
Motor.
Okay. Very robotic sounding. Definitely can pick up on the 80s sound. So there's this, I've noticed this like throughout 80s songs, I'm sure a lot of people have, but there's this effect they use in their voice where it sounds like echoey. I don't know if it's actually an effect or if that's just how they recorded music at the time, but it's almost like there's like a lot of 80s songs that sound like they're just like 15 feet from the mic singing it, which sounds, it's an interesting sound that's very unique to the 80s. I don't know how else to describe it. But it's definitely unique to the 80s. Okay. Kinda sounds like an electronic trumpet. It's like a 2-second mic delay. Oh, shoot. Let me check that really quick. You'll probably hear my stream double for a second. Oh, are you... Oh, I'm kind of stupid. I thought you were talking about my stream. Okay, I'm all cleared up now. Whew. Let me get back to the song. Interesting fun fact, though. I like this part quite a bit, with like the weird electronic trumpets. Okay. Whatever this is, I'm liking it. There's like more real trumpets rather than the electronic ones. Okay. Kind of sounded like it's going into outer space. I thought that was the end of it for a second. I thought it was just gonna fade out. Okay. Yeah, I definitely like that one. That one will have to... I need to like create a separate playlist with like 80s, specifically like electronic futuristic sounding music. Because I don't know, they're definitely like, there's a slightly different sound to them than it's more authentic, obviously, than what like modern 80s synth music is. It definitely deserves its own place. Like, I definitely want to listen to this with other similar songs. Yep, overall, pretty good song. Again, I definitely want to add this to its like an own like 80s synth type music, futuristic sounding music playlist, and just kind of rock out to all those. Definitely has its place. I noticed YouTube came up with like a podcast feature, and I was debating maybe starting to do like album reviews like podcasts, like really short, maybe like 10 minutes or so, as like a podcast, or like it's a video but I can also convert it to a podcast if that works for YouTube. Let me know how you think. I might make a community post about that later. I'm not sure if podcast though is something that a lot of my viewers would actually want to listen to. But yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate everyone for coming by. It means a lot to me. Just woke up. Oh man. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go to bed. We're on opposite sides of the world. But yeah, thanks again everybody for stopping by. Really appreciate it. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.